Hello, this is Patrick. You're watching Tesla Trip, and welcome to some more Tesla news. Have you ever seen a Tesla fly before? Check out this security cam and dash cam footage of a Model S flying through the air. If you want to see the full video, click on the show notes below. But this is just crazy. Luckily, nobody got seriously injured that I know of so far. But it's just kind of crazy. Apparently, he hit like a railroad crossing and just went airborne. Pretty crazy stuff. Little unfortunate news is on Twitter. Frank Sarlo tweeted Elon that he was disappointed after waiting 2 years and his $1,000 deposit. He was ready to pick up his Model 3, and they canceled the pickup on him, saying they had to give him a new VIN because of issues with the paint. Elon Musk replied. He says, "Sorry, we've put pretty extreme rules in place for the paint and quality in general. If need be, we're painting, replacing entire sections of the car, or building whole new cars. Got to be done." Frank said, "Thanks, Elon. I guess we'll wait a little bit longer." So over at Tesla, they put a lot of pride in their paint shop and how well the product looks coming out of it. And they aren't willing to accept anything less than perfect or really doggone close. And, it's interesting. As being a Tesla owner, I see people just obsessed about protecting the paint on their Tesla. I've heard that it's a little bit softer paint because of regulations in California where the cars are manufactured over in Fremont. And everybody wants to put like an opto coat or like a ceramic coating on there. And then even these clear bras. I personally have put clear bras on my Tesla on the front end just because of where I live is not all on road. And we get a lot of paint chipping or road sealing and where they put these little rocks, the chip and seal. It's just this horrible thing that just sandblasts your car. So yeah, it's interesting that they have such issues with the paint. I guess they're not really big deal, but I was also reading another article saying that that's kind of the delay in ramping up the Model 3 right now is the paint shop, because everything goes through the same paint shop, the Model S, X, and 3. And they did a big upgrade to it a few years ago to get ready for the Model 3, or maybe it was just a year ago. Anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this, and if you've heard any more kind of details on the paint shop process. They posted a really cool video on Twitter the other day on the paint shop. And it's kind of neat how the cars go through there and it's all kind of automated and the little robots go and spray paint everything. So I don't know if you've read in the news, but over in Europe there was a big theft of Teslas going on. And it was an interesting little hack that they're doing to steal them, where they do like a relay of the fob. So basically they extend the range of the fob, so when somebody gets out of the car, goes into a restaurant or whatever, they'd extend that signal so that it would think that the person's close to the car so they can get in and leave. Because in a Tesla, it only needs the car to detect the fob to start it, essentially, when you sit down in the seat, and then you can go without the fob. So they added a pin feature by request from customers, and they pushed it out over the entire fleet. And so everybody's getting that this weekend here, where you have an option to add a pin before you drive your car. You don't have to do it. Only if you are living in an area where this is happening or you fear for it yourself, you can go ahead and turn it on. Personally, I think that if somebody really wanted my Tesla, they'd probably track me down and try and get the pin out of me. It'd be like, give me your pin for your Tesla and your fob. I don't know. So I'm not sure how. It's just an extra added layer of security if you want to use it, but I'm not sure if I'd use it. But maybe somebody's watching this video. Yes, I use it. I use the pin, and I'll never give it up. So Tesla is stating that track mode on the Model 3 will only be available on the Performance Model 3 with the Performance Upgrade Package, which is still the craziest thing that they call it that, the Performance Upgrade Package on the Performance Model 3. A lot of people are referring to it as the Performance Model 3 Plus, and what you get for that extra $5,000 is 21-inch performance wheels, performance brakes, a carbon fiber spoiler, lowered suspension, aluminum alloy pedals, an increased top speed from 145 miles to 155 miles. Now Tesla is working on a Performance Model 3 aftermarket upgrade package. so that they'll, add all those things in and turn on the software. I don't know if they're going to make you buy the new wheels, so it's probably going to cost more than the $5,000 aftermarket, or if they'll let you get everything except the wheels, get the lowered suspension and, the software update. If you guys know, post below, because it's news. It's news to me. Good news on the Model 3. Tesla has reached over 80,000 Model 3s right now that are out in the wild, and they've actually produced half of them in the last 2 months, which is just kind of crazy to think about the production ramp. They're really kicking them out there. They reached 5,000 per week at the end of June, and they're thinking it's closer to around 6,000 now. Yeah, if you want a Model 3, you don't have to wait 2 years anymore. You're talking a matter of months, and if you're trying to get a performance Model 3, you're talking, weeks in some cases. I've seen people put down orders and they come out faster. I know it's not really fair to everybody that reserved, the $35,000 Model 3, but Tesla really needs to make some money right now to prove that they're going to be a profitable company and get to that point where they can put out the lower end battery and still have a good cushion after they've kind of smoothed out all the bumps in production. It just makes sense to sell the top end as a priority right now when they're not making as many cars, and so when they get up to making more cars, they can kind of make up for it in volume, right? Let me know what you guys think, if this is kind of a good thing for Tesla selling the high-end Model 3. I mean, this $35,000 car that literally cost twice as much. And do you think they're ever going to make this $35,000 car? Or, when it comes to next year, when they're doing the $35,000 non-long range version of the Model 3, are they still going to be giving priority to all the upgrades on that version of it? Because it sounds like you'll be able to get that as a dual motor as well. If you're in the Wyoming area, in Lander, Wyoming, on September 8th, we're doing a Drive Electric Week. I'm hosting as a city captain, and we've got Teslas there, and I'm trying to get some Leafs and Bolts and BMWs and just kind of spread the word, because there's not a lot of electric vehicle adoption in Wyoming. I've been trying personally to get more charging stations out there publicly for people to use with my company Wild West EV. If you can, please join us, or if you know of anybody nearby that'd like to see an electric vehicle, let them know. It's going on at the Air and Car Show at the airport in Lander all day, 9 to 2 o'clock, and then we're going to drive down to the breadboard. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Back in my day, we didn't have electric cars. In fact, we didn't have cars at all. That's why we had to ride horses. If we didn't have horses, then we had to deal with it.